Welcome ladies and gentlemen, this is Groundwarfare, and today I will be uploading a video of some gameplay I had in the Jagdtiger. The Jagdtiger is a German tier 9 tank destroyer. We start with a standard battle on Ruinberg. This is a tier 9 battle, so I'm on the top of the list. Lots of tier 8s as well as a couple of tier 7s. Based on this matchup, I decided let's head into town and see what I can do there. A few things about the Jagdtiger. It's a German tank, so you can really rely on a highly accurate gun. It also has a good penetration and some nice damage, about 590 average damage on the standard ammunition, as well as a reasonably high rate of fire of 6 shots per minute. The only drawback of this tank is its hull armor. The frontal armor on the superstructure is 250mm, slightly angled, so that is really nice, but the frontal armor on the hull is somewhat mediocre. You can compare it to the frontal armor of the hull on the Tiger 2. That means you really need to protect your hull if possible, so hide behind piles of rubble, use ditches and ridge lines, or use friendly tanks. Anyway, here we are in town. I'm kind of waiting here for some enemy tanks to sneak around that corner and try and get a early shot off on them, but that's not gonna happen today. Again, same here. It's nobody shows up yet, or at least I didn't spot anything. Yeah, some friendly tanks are already putting some effective fire into the tanks to my left, so I figured, yeah, no point in waiting here. We can play a little aggressive, push up, and yeah, join the fun. And here we go. I'm trying to get a shot at that IS-3, but all I can do is track him. I need to keep moving because I don't want to get shot in the flank from any tanks on my left at the end of the road. Taking out the Object 704 well, was kind of necessary. It's the highest tier tank destroyer I have and a dangerous tank, so taking him out of the game is always a plus. Here I try to take a shot at the IS-3, but miraculously that shell just vaporized. I don't know. But we get a second chance here. This one goes through. I get into cover. I don't want to get shot yet. And there is a T-34-2 backing up, so taking him out was nice. Just a bonus. I'm waiting for my friendlies here to move together with me around the corner. The I-3 tracks me here, but I managed to get a sneaky shot into its beak, and friendly tanks take him out. So, having a look at the map, we are leading with one tank. We have this part of town secured. It seems that there are some, or quite a lot of enemy heavy tanks in the center of the map, so I figured I need to deal with them. I should not go up towards the enemy cap yet. I try and take a quick shot at the Tiger P, but it goes too high. I'm waiting here to get another shot up at this time a T-28 prototype, but shell went just a little low and hit its frontal armor and bounced. So waiting for the reload here, and yeah, just in time to finish off the Tiger P, which is nice because at this time we are losing by 2 tanks already. The guys that are trying to cap are not doing a great job, it seems, or at least the enemy is responding well and taking them out. Here I'm waiting for the T-28 and get a nice shot into its commander's hatch. I have to watch out for this A-44 though, because he is doing some nice side scraping, but I don't want to shoot him by accident. And a very sneaky shot, I'd say, through a little bit of rubble, but taking him out, a good start here. And yeah, at this point I am this kinda not sure what to do, but I make up my mind quickly and decide to go follow this A44 and hopefully surprise the enemy by emerging in their rear. Yeah, the enemy has successfully defended against our attempt on capping, but now it's time for me to get back at them. There are some nice targets. First IS out of the game. Protecting my hull here a little, but nobody seems to pay attention to me yet, so turn around the tank and take a shot at the ST-1. And I have been, at least now they know that I'm here, and the T-54 is trying to react, but a little too late, and take him out. Here comes the MT-25, which is a sneaky little Russian light tank, but luckily he runs away. I auto-aim and pull the trigger, taking him out. A little lucky there, but okay. Yeah, the odds have turned again in our favor, and here I have a nice rear shot, or at least a side shot on the turret of the ST-1, taking him out. And it seems like we are going to win this. Still two heavies, but they're kind of on low health. And the STA-1 is in a good position there, able to defend the cap if necessary. So I figured let's get close and say hello. And it seems the IS-8 or IS-3. IS-8 also has the same idea as me. Try to get some extra damage, I guess, and farm some extra credits. So here we go, both at the same time. IS-8 fires first. I close second. Ram him, track him, and now it's who has the fastest reload. And it's the IS-8 securing the victory. And here are the final results. Getting a Top Gun, as well as a Redley Waters medal and a high caliber. Getting 8 kills and doing over 4,800 damage. A nice results nonetheless. And here is the second replay of a game on El Haluf, this time an encounter mode. Again a tier 9 battle with tier 9s and 8s as well, or at least half-half. So again, very favorable matchmaking for a tier 9 tank destroyer. And here I'm heading down to the northwestern corner to fight it out with the enemy over there, as well, if necessary, defending the cap. And as usual, our lights and mediums do some early spotting in the lower right corner of the map, lighting up some enemy mediums and light tanks. But they are not a big threat over there. We have quite a lot of our tanks still on that ridgeline, providing some supporting fire to the scouts over there, so that's nice. And I don't know why we're all waiting here. Why don't we move up and be a little bit aggressive? So I take the lead here and move into a slightly better position. And the first enemy tanks here have been spotted. They VKB, Jagdtiger and T-34-2. So I'm trying to get a nice hull down position on this ridge here. Maybe shooting anything that comes in that corner here, or when the enemy tries to cross that gap over here, get some nice flanking shots. And it seems that our first guest has arrived, the IS-3. Get a nice shot into his sight. Again, a second shot as well as tracking him. so he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Waiting for the reload, and okay, I'll take out the I3. Again, backing up during the reload. Keep an eye out on my right for the T-34-2. There I managed to get a nice shot into a forge. And waiting for the reload. Come up just a little bit and shoot the forge in the lower plate, leaving him on 50 health. Our friendlies are not able to take him out, so I guess I'll do it. There we go, second kill, the second tank down. Waiting for the gun to be reloaded here, and yeah, waiting for the next target to appear, because it seems that the enemy is coming up, keeps coming around that corner. Which, in my opinion, is not the best thing they should do. What they should do is stay behind that hill there and wait for us to come towards them. But apparently they have a different strategy in mind. So here I took a shot at that VKB, bouncing sadly. A quick shot at the T-34-2 who just appeared there, doing some nice damage there and probably scaring him a little. Again, waiting for the VK to pop out. I aim for the lower plate. It looked like that shell went slightly high, hitting the edge between the upper plate and the lower plate and bouncing. Yeah, that was just poorly aimed. I tried aiming for the gun report there, but it went slightly to the left again. This time the turret misses. Okay, E75 crossing. I'm not gonna make that reload, so focus back on the VK. And there he comes again, this time in the frontal drive wheel, doing some damage finally. Backing up again, waiting for the reloads, and there we go. What do I do? The tracks, but he turned just at the right moment, just tracking him, doing no damage. But maybe I get a second shot off here, aimed at the lower plate, and it bounces. And yeah, I was kind of disappointed at that, because I thought with 270 penetration I should go easily through that lower plate there, but it was not meant to be, and here is why. Since patch 9.2, the VKB has gotten an armor buff on its frontal armor, especially the lower frontal armor plate. That plate has been increased to 200 millimeters of armor, angled at 40 degrees backwards, making it an effective armor of almost 280 millimeters. So that's why shooting at that lower plate didn't work. Here a nice shot at the enemy Jagdtiger, setting him on fire, and it appears he's not using a fire extinguisher. Why in the world wouldn't you carry a fire extinguisher on a tier 9 tank? What's up with that? But no complaints from me, it is extra damage and I'm always happy with that. As long as it's not me making that mistake. It appears that there's a Löwe here, coming up to my right as well. He's not an immediate threat, but I try and take a quick shot at him, but overshooting it. Didn't have the gun depression there. And look at that, one of our tanks is not carrying a fire extinguisher as well, so yeah, maybe it's just me. Here taking a quick reflex shot at the T-34-2, hitting him was quite a long range, but yeah, that showcases the accuracy on the Jagdtiger's gun, which in my opinion is quite nice, and that's also why I like this tank and still play it. I'm here waiting for the enemy Jagdtiger. I know the frontal armor is not that great, so I can easily pan it, even the upper plate, even at that angle, but he's backing off. I'm turning to make him come around. He takes the bait and I kill him. In the meantime, the enemy E-75 has driven all the way around and caught our IS-3 off guard. He fired but misses the IS-3. I take a shot here, tracking him, giving the IS-3 the opportunity to turn around and put its... well, no, not yet. He gets killed anyway. But the E-75 is reloading now, so I have some time to... never mind, the T-69 is, I guess, ammo racking him. Quite nice. So yeah, that threat has been taken care of. The remaining enemies have all been spotted on the other side of the map. So yeah, I need either to drive all the way over there or find a nice position from which to shoot them. And they're still slightly out of view range, so I have to get closer anyway. Oh, there is the T-34-2. Yeah, I didn't aim long enough there. The shot hit the ground too early. And it appears that the Super Pershing and the enemy WZ driver, they killed each other, leaving the enemy with only 2 tanks left. I took a blind shot there at the last known position of the enemy. Ooh, I'm not sure what it was. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of waiting here because it seemed that I have the view range, at least to spot all the way to the Super Pershing, who is in the lower right corner of the map. So no need for me to really move forward. I'm just yeah, waiting here, taking a nice frontal view on the Jagdtiger, and it's a dangerous gun. So yeah, it's waiting a little bit and have some time to look around. And apparently, oh, there is a 112, a nice penetrating hit through the frontal armor. Bouncing his shot in return, reloading, and yeah, and our T-54E1 took him out. So there's only the the T-34-2 remaining on the enemy team. Yeah, no clue where he is actually, so I'm still waiting here, see what happens. His last known position was in that town over there, but he's not there anymore, and there he is, all the way on our side, on the ridge. Yeah, I don't have a shot there, and he disappeared. So, having a look down, no, I'm not gonna run down there. I feared, let's back up and try and get around this hill. Maybe I can catch him if he is trying to run away. So there we go, making a turn. The Jagdtiger has pretty decent traverse speed. It's better than the one on the Ferdinand, but worse than the one on the Jagdpanther. But it's good enough to really swing the gun around quickly. So here I go, and yeah, where to go? Left or right? Or right down the middle? No. We go have a look to the left. At the same time, our friendly tanks have made it up the hill, so they should be able to spot him right now. But nothing yet, so I figured then he must have run away. So he probably comes around this corner anytime soon, so let's wait for him. And yeah, there he is, just in time for me to finish him off. And here are the final results. This was good enough for a mastery, and I got a high caliber medal, doing over 7,600 damage, and getting 4 kills, ending up on the top of the list. So I was happy with that. And that's the end of today's video about the Jagdtiger and some of my gameplay I wanted to share with all of you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.